Today is November 1st, 2025, and this is Read Through the Bible.
Hi, everyone.
Happy November.
Yes.
I'm not
Happy November.
I'm not sure it's really happy to you. Like the weather's starting to turn.
Yeah.
And
there's a long cold season ahead of us.
And it reminds you you're not living in California anymore.
Yeah,
So
that's
hard.
true.
But with a change of months comes a change of venue again. On the weekends, we've been reading the Psalms and the Proverbs. And we just finished with Psalm 72, which is the end of Book 2 of the Psalms. And so we're going to jump back into the Proverbs for a season here. And jumping into the Proverbs now, things are different. In Proverbs 1 through 9, it was Solomon telling Proverbs really to his son. But beginning in Proverbs 10 and following, yes, a lot of them are addressed to his son, but they're addressed to people just for wisdom, much broader than particularly his sons. But they're tricky to read. Because almost all these Proverbs by themselves stand alone.
Like one verse.
Yeah.
There's separate verses that usually are not even really related to the verses before and after them.
Yeah.
There's just all these sayings, wise sayings.
Yeah,
just
so
a collection of those.
Each of these we could just sit down, reflect upon, and mull upon. But all of them are put together, just it's how wisdom works. And these Proverbs, they're generalisms, which are true in the general, maybe not true in every particular. So don't ever feel like you need to press the Proverbs always deep into every reality. But the Proverbs are given in such a way that just with the wisdom you receive, giving you wisdom as to how to live and how to act and how to respond. I mean, themes it talks about is the blessing of righteous people, the blessing of hard-working people, the folly of fools, and how you need to know how to respond to them.
Talks about the tongue.
Strife.
Money.
Stirs up, money a lot. Joking and jesting. And so anyway, we're going to be in the Proverbs all of November and even all of December before we get back to book 3 of the Psalms and Psalm 73 beginning with the new year. So here we go. The Proverbs of Solomon, by the way, 1 Kings chapter 4 speaks about how Solomon spoke some 3,000 Proverbs. We don't have all of his Proverbs, but we have a lot of them here. And if you look in your summary book, you really can't summarize the Proverbs. They're really hard. You can just say, chapter 10, verse 1, the Proverbs of Solomon. And then when you get to chapter 22, it says the words of the wise. So those may be Proverbs that someone else wrote. And then you get to chapter 25, verse 1. Also we have the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah gathered together at that point. So really mostly Solomonic here. The words of the wise may have been by Solomon. We're not exactly sure. But enjoy these Proverbs. Let them sink deep into your souls. May they help you to live wisely.
Well, and by the way, also, when God blessed Solomon, he told Solomon he could ask for whatever he wanted, and Solomon asked for wisdom.
Yeah.
And so Solomon was known as the wisest man in the world. So we have his wise sayings right here.
These sayings are answers to his prayer. Okay. The Proverbs of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is sorrow to his mother. And now that we have children grown up,
that's very true.
That's very true.
Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death.
The NBA cheating scandal addressed that right there. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked.
I'm going to read 2 verses because they go together. Verse 4, a slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. So just their laziness and diligence.
Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence.
So if you notice, there's a lot of contrast. That's typical of Hebrew poetry, is contrasting ideas. So like in verses 4 and 5 that I read, we've got laziness contrasted with diligence. Or in verse 6, we have the righteous contrasted with the wicked. And you'll see that in most of these verses.
Yep.
Verse 7, the memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot.
Speaks about reputation. Verse 8, the wise of heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin.
Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his ways crooked will be found out. So walk in integrity contrasted with crooked ways.
I think about this whole cheating gambling scandal, and it's so like these proverbs are just that has been
so
this
relevant.
past week in the news. It just brings it right out there. If you walk in a crooked way, you're going to be found out, but you're not going to get away with it. Whoever winks the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will come to ruin.
Verse 11, the mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence.
And I just know the righteous people, well, I could just listen to it for a long time because they're just, life comes out of their lips.
But the mouth of the wicked, and with violence coming out of their mouths, turn it off.
Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. But I think love covers a multitude of sins. That's what we're talking about here. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and when the offense comes, love will just cover it over and not be offended.
On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense.
To correct him, to get him in the right way. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near.
So the wise and the fool there are contrasted. Verse 15, a rich man's wealth is his strong city, but the poverty of the poor is their ruin.
The wages of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. And we're just arbitrarily stopping there. We're going to read a proverb every weekend, and we're just chapter 10, 1 through 16, and we'll pick up chapter 17, or verse 17 tomorrow.
So half on Saturday, half on Sunday.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.